wanted to make a video giving practical advice for anyone that's working a regular job right now, because just the other day read this quote from one of my mentors. It's someone that isn't really known in the internet space, but someone I still admire and look up to. It honestly opened up my eyes to the reality of it, and after seeing how powerful this quote kind of resonated with me and kind of understanding this concept, it was honestly game changer. So the quote that I actually read from one of my mentors, he said, "The path to financial independence is not through earning a salary. It's by owning," meaning owning appreciating assets like your own business. The key is to start small. For example, a small side business while working your regular job. A salary job should only serve as the safety net while planning your path towards owning assets. The reason why this quote kind of stood out to me so much was because right now in our day and age, people have things kind of confused and twisted, right? They're thinking that getting a job is like their way out and their way to be financially free, when in reality, it's actually not. Unless like you have a doctor's degree and you're like a surgeon that's making like over $200,000 a year, that's like the only scenario where you end up getting a job that actually ends up allowing you to become financially free. Otherwise, it's not the way out. And there's numerous examples of this. I know tons of people that have regular jobs, and nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't be the end all be all goal, because in reality, it's not the way to really achieve the financial freedom that we're all looking for. I know a lot of you guys that are watching some of my content, some of my videos, you guys are obviously looking to get that financial independence. So I wanted to make sure that I kind of clarified on understanding that getting a job is not the ultimate end all be all goal. So I'm just going to back this up a little bit. Hopefully it's still good. I actually put together 9 actionable steps that you can take if you want to quit your job and start your online business, right? Kind of the path that I took in regards to starting my own online business. Obviously you guys follow me, know that I'm in the e-commerce space, but I didn't just start off in entrepreneurship in the e-commerce space. I kind of had to work my way up. One of the first things or first step that you should take whenever you want to start your own business is really committing to starting a side business, right? Because until you make that mental decision that you actually want to be serious about starting your own business, so the first step is to really committing to starting your own business and making that decision, because then it allows you to kind of start fully committing to it. Until you commit, like nothing can change, honestly. That's one of the biggest things I learned from Grant Cardone, is like you have to commit. The next thing, actionable step that you can take while you're working your job, the next thing you want to do is after you commit to actually starting your side business, you want to commit to making a schedule, right? So for example, what I did is I decided, since I'm working full-time, I had a lifeguarding job that I was doing full-time, and then I had a job working at Staples. So I was working both these jobs full-time, and the only time that I really had off was the weekend, and not even like the full weekdays, but mainly like weekend nights. What I decided to do is commit 4 months of all my weekends specifically just to trying to start a side business. After I made that decision, it made it a lot easier for me to kind of follow and stick with it, right? Because now I knew that these days I was gonna focus on my job, make a living, and get paid. That way I knew that whatever I was taking from there and getting paid from, I was saving it, and it was gonna go towards something else. What that something else was what I was working on after I was working my regular job. So making a schedule is huge, because if you don't have a schedule and you kind of just decide to try to start your side business with, on just like random days, random time, it's not really scalable, right? If you want to have a plan in place, after you set your schedule, you want to start researching different opportunities that could potentially be a good fit for you, right? And you also want to narrow down which ones would make the most sense based on your personality, budget, and skills. And the reason why you kind of not want to narrow it down is because for some of you guys that maybe are a little bit more extroverted, or you might be introverted, there's different opportunities that would work in your favor a lot more. For example, if you wanted to start a side business with like social media marketing, well, for social media marketing, you know that you have to go and talk to business owners in order to get them as clients, right? That's how you run the business. And so someone that's a lot more extroverted might feel a little more comfortable trying to start a business around a social media marketing business, because obviously they're a lot more comfortable talking to people. Now, if you're introverted, you may take a little bit of a different route, right? You might want to find a business that doesn't require you have to talk to people as much. It's a little more behind the scenes, like e-commerce, Amazon, FBA, affiliate marketing. That might be a better of a fit for you than like, for example, social media marketing. The reason why I think that personality, budget, and skills is like the things that you should kind of use to kind of narrow down that opportunity is because for some businesses, you need a specific budget to start. For some, you don't. Same thing with like skill sets, right? For some businesses, like let's say affiliate marketing, you need to know how to write ad copy, run ads, things like that in order to actually get results with it. And so you need certain skill sets for like that opportunity. If you narrow down which opportunities are a good fit for you based on personality, budget, and skills, you'd probably narrow it down to a few that will end up making the most most sense for you, and it'll make it a lot easier to kind of choose one, right? Honestly, for me, I didn't choose e-commerce because I wanted to be behind the scenes. I got started with it just as like an experiment. Like I wasn't even supposed to like be all in on e-commerce because I was actually doing door-to-door sales. While I was doing door-to-door sales, that's actually when I decided to just try out e-commerce simply as an experiment, and it just ended up working out. The next thing is you want to obviously pick an opportunity after you kind of research a few different ones. You want to fully commit and pick one that you're going to try out. The next one is you want to start learning about the opportunity with YouTube content if you can, courses, books, and mentors. And the reason why I recommend those resources is because those are the exact same resources that I started learning from. When I got started in sales, the first thing I started doing was picking up all the sales books that I could possibly get my hands on. So after that, I bought some sales training online to kind of learn about sales, and literally these two resources, sales book specifically and sales training online, made all the difference within the results that I actually got within sales. And so once I realized that, I did the exact same thing with e-commerce. For me, that honestly shortened my learning curve because these resources are resources that people tend to take their time and really put their hard work and efforts into it. Step number 6 is you want to start taking action on the things necessary. You want to start doing this as soon as possible. So for example, for me, when I started learning about e-commerce and literally like how to build an e-commerce business, the first section of the training that I had a while back was like how to set up your online store. And literally the first thing I did is literally set up my Shopify store as I'm learning about how to set up a store, and I literally was working on both side by side. So as they're teaching, I was literally implementing. And so you want to start implementing as soon as you can, because again, information is nothing if you don't take action on it. Step number 7 is to set goals for that opportunity. What I mean by that is whatever the opportunity is, set goals for things that you want to get done within that specific thing. If it's, let's say, social media marketing, set a goal for an amount of clients you want to get. If it's affiliate marketing, set a goal for specific offers you want to promote. What I did is when I got started with my e-commerce business, I had a goal. Once I figured out that e-commerce was all about the products and it was a kind of a numbers game, the more products you tested, the higher of a chance you had of finding that winning product. I decided to have a goal of trying to test 5 products every single day. And that honestly was a complete game changer because it allowed me to cut to the chase and see results a lot faster. And so for me, once I got started with e-commerce with my business partner, you know, within our second month in, that's how we were able to crush and have, you know, literally one of our first biggest months when we did over 200 grand. And it's because we had a goal set of, you know, things we wanted to get accomplished in a certain amount of time, right? We didn't stretch it out and say, okay, we're going to try out e-commerce, but our goal is to try 5 products within the next few months. We set a specific time frame to do it. And so that's also important. Step number 8 is once you commit to an opportunity, you want to give it enough time to actually get results. Because something that I see a lot of people do is that they come into an opportunity and literally if they don't get results the next week, well, they get discouraged and they start blaming the opportunity. You should never blame the opportunity, because if there's other people doing really well within the opportunity, you know that for a fact it is not the opportunity, it is you. You're not giving it enough time for it to work. You're not using the right resources, and you're not taking the time to actually learn all the ins and outs of how everything works within that opportunity. And so giving things enough time will increase your chance of success within that opportunity, hands down. Same thing with sales, same thing with e-commerce, same thing with like learning Facebook ads, same thing with email marketing. Like all these things, I gave them enough time and I was able to start figuring things out and actually get results with doing these things. The last step is to calculate how much you need to make based on your expenses to quit your job. What this does right here is that it allows you to fully commit to the opportunity and understand that what you're doing it for a reason, right? You're not just trying out a side business to see if it can work or not. Like you're trying to start your side business so that you can replace your job with your side business, right? Obviously that's the ultimate goal. Having an exact number in your head, knowing exactly how much you need to quit your job will motivate you even more to take action on the opportunity and fully commit to making it work. Because once you know how much you need to, just completely quit your job, it's a lot more motivating to day in and day out put in the work that needs to be done in order to see the results that you need to get within that opportunity. So those are the actionable steps that I had for you guys. This is kind of the exact same things that I followed when I first got started with sales and e-commerce. Honestly, it's worked pretty well for me, so I don't see why it shouldn't work for you. Having a plan while working your job. This video specifically for those of you guys that are currently working a job but you want to start your own online business, right? Your own side business. These are the things that you need to do in order to use your job as the vehicle for the ultimate opportunity that you want to have, which is again your own business. So that's how you actually achieve financial freedom.
If you want to learn how you can potentially do the same and learn directly from me, go ahead and check out YouTuber Pro in the description. I will see you inside. Now more than ever, video content is in very, very high demand, so I would not miss out. If you want to start 2023 with the right foot and be able to live life on your terms next year, how many times have you broken a promise to yourself that your life would change next year and you never took action on it? Now is the time. Go ahead and click the link in the description and go check out YouTuber Pro right now. Learn from me exactly what I did in my channel to grow from 0 to 200,000 subscribers, how to build all of this using my help, me teaching you directly. Go ahead and check YouTuber Pro. The link is down in the description of this video. That is my teaching program. And in there, I teach all the secrets, tips, hacks, and tricks that I use in my own YouTube channel to grow from 0 to 200,000 subscribers in less than 6 months. Bear in mind, my channel is in finance and I'm making $40,000 every single month just from my YouTube channel. If you want to learn how you can potentially do the same and learn directly from me, go ahead and check out YouTuber Pro in the description. I will see you inside.